All right, it's week 11. I couldn't help it. I needed to get another game in. The 6-3 Titans coming to Carolina. We're 5-5 now. We've won three in a row, which is exactly what I was hoping for and needed. We're only one game behind the Bucks, who we beat to start the year. So we hold a tiebreaker. We just need to keep winning. Titans are kind of mid throughout. I don't understand how we have less passing yards per game, but we're ranked higher than they are. Um, our running game is a lot better than theirs, and I would say our defense is better than theirs. Their standout players are Jay Simmons, Hooker, Debo Samuel Jr. They are led by, I think it was Brian Callahan, who does a West Coast zone run, disguised a 3-4. Pretty good scheme fit throughout. Christensen will be back next week, but our rookie right tackle actually isn't doing so bad. So I'm thinking, knock on wood, if that continues, I might just keep the rookie in there until Milton comes back. And heck, I don't know, maybe even then too. The only sack he's given up was Jacoby Brissett decided not to throw out to the tight end and rolled out to his right, and what's his face fucking sacked him. So let's see, Titans injury report. Barton's out. I'm assuming that's their starting middle linebacker. Mackay Hughes. It's probably Mackay. And then there's no name defensive tackle. Let's take a look at their depth chart. All right, Cam Ward. He's an award winner, franchise quarterback. Hopefully he is not going to tear us a new one on these short passes. I don't know. Probably a decent running back room. Debo Samuel, Ryan Williams. What was he, like a top 10 wide receiver in the draft? Jake Ferguson's pretty good. Let's see, who can we exploit here, if anyone. Man, their center's probably their weakest point, so they have a pretty good offensive line, I would say. All right, they're running a 3-4, so their nose tackle is pretty darn good. Hopefully we can double team them. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's the right end. This is their nose. Okay. So Icky's going to have his hands full with Simmons. And we have Van Noy coming up off on the left edge. Jacob Rodriguez. These two guys are nobodies. Okay. Sneed. And, yeah, I mean, they have a pretty good. It's kind of nothing really special, but it's all how they come down to play. I'm thinking. I'm thinking we keep what's going. I was thinking about maybe going past medium against this defense, but maybe what we need is to have better run blocking on our inside runs. So they want us to defend the medium pass. I don't know, man. Okay, so they lean a little bit to pass plays. I say we keep it going with defense short. I mean, they have so many more attempts for short passes. I think we just keep it going. Better pass rush and man on zone coverage when calling short pass play counters. See, that's what I wonder. Okay, so I don't fully understand. So does that mean that we're only good at this when our defense calls some kind of short play counter? That's what I don't get. All right, let's just do it. They want us to throw a medium. I'm thinking okay, so improve run blocking, carrying, break tackle, stiff arm, and trucking. I think we just need to keep our strength, man. We don't have a lot of flexibility to play around. We need wins. We need to get to the playoffs. We need to go. And I'm hoping that if our run game is better, you know, if we get third downs, they're third and manageable. Whereas if we're throwing medium and we run a couple plays and we're looking at 3rd and 8, it's usually not good. All right, let's get her started. Watch some hopefully awesome Panther football. What should we do here? I think we should go a little. What's the alternate for 2015 now? Yeah, I could do a little bit of. Do a little bit of that. Okay. We need all the wins we can get, man.
It's week 11 of the 2027 season. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Panthers. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
I don't remember the last time we played the Titans.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes.
Cam Ward was wearing number 1.
I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in
That's
store
what I want to
today.
see from my inside linebacker.
They'll wind up
right
getting a yard on the game's first play at second
Plug
down.
the hole, shed the block, make the tackle.
Back to throw. Ward. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. The handoff
Plug it,
to
yes.
up the middle.
And that's what Sampson helps us do right there.
He is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively.
Samson?
And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Yes, it does.
Manning.
What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, bro.
Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't
Constantly
reel it in.
over
It's
on those
incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Manning.
Get upfield.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, shit, I forgot. XL's back.
Throwing is Manning. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get
Oh,
this
he's on the field.
into enemy territory at the 45.
You know what? Let me check the
12
depth chart.
yards that time.
All right, so they have him in the slot right now. I'm wondering if we should do that right there. Yeah, I feel more comfortable with that. D-Mac just doesn't get that open. He's had plenty of opportunities, man. I don't want to fucking hear it. You know, he hasn't dropped any balls or as many. He did have a big game. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how XL does. I can always change it up. See how Harbor does.
Now a play fake. Manning rolling to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Please just fucking run the ball, Dave.
From the
Thank
gun,
you.
it's Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there.
I actually probably shouldn't be upset at the pass.
So 1st and 10
what, 2nd
now
and
from
inches?
the 30. From the gun, it's Manning. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. This a 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 21. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Damn it,
when
bro.
this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture,
Nice,
this one's
better
gonna
hands
leave a
than our
mark
cornerbacks
because
do.
they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Titans offense and Deebo Samuel headed back onto the field. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw.
Get him.
Pressure comes in. He's
Dude,
brought
Fisk
down.
has just
It's a
been
Panther
amazing.
sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
There you go. Keep going, baby. Outrun his ass.
He's got some
God,
space
damn.
here. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively,
Better
all
get that
kinds
damn
of
first down,
options.
Dave.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. That one
There we go,
completes
Excel.
early. And
Oh,
they'll
that's
wind up
fucking
getting this one all
had me
the way
worried for a
down
split second.
inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's got a new
Another nice
contract
play there. They
extension.
got down into the red zone in no
Realized
time
he
at
hadn't
all.
really
That's what this
become the
offense can do when they
superstar he
get on a
thought he
roll.
was.
And now they're set up
Focusing
with a
too
1st
much
and
on
10.
music videos. So we got to deal with
On the
contract.
handoff, Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Manning going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
He got it.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Manning.
That was
that's
stupid.
Going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On the draw is Taylor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Manning. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stay
What was that, 2 trips inside the 10 and only 3 points.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll find Williams on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake. Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Ward. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stuff that run.
On the ground,
There
it's
you go.
forward. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3
I'm not
yards to
liking
pick
this.
up the 1st.
This is a run. He's in.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Titans have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Still fighting for more. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Go.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Panthers at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience,
Ooh.
all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Going deep,
but
bro.
the wide receivers, they run those catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Manning.
Superb my ass.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty
Field
possession.
goal,
And
57
those
yards.
empty possessions
You know that's
are
not his
certainly
range,
starting
bro.
to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Come on, man.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
fuck is this hot
Because
potato
they're both
shit?
motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To Evans on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Off the play fake. Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they can't bring him down. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking
God
at
damn it.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one.
Oh, my
intercepted.
God.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake.
Fucking
He's made
cursed.
some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty.
Some games,
They did the
man,
math.
some
They did
games
it
we
well,
just
and it works for them.
shoot ourselves in the foot.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the
All right, looks like we're
quarterback
playing
and
man.
see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them
on,
and
dude.
stop it right
There
at
you
the line
go.
of scrimmage.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode
they're going
to
for
pursuit
it.
mode, what defensive line coaches like to
They don't
call
respect our
retracing. And he's able to
offense
retreat
at all.
and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And they got it. And then some.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jerome Ford, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I wonder if a loss before the bye week would lead to a.
And up to about the
Players only meeting.
26-yard line, just across the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Manning. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
You know who I don't see struggling?
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say
is the
it's
quarterbacks we
incomplete.
face.
The passing game not in
Maybe
sync
Dylan
here
Ray
early,
will struggle,
and now
but
it's
I just
fourth
don't.
down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun. Ward. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
How the fuck does he get wide open?
Man, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore being chased. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Take a timeout.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now, this is not a common sight where he runs to the
do I have to go on the field myself and call a timeout?
Brought down for a big sack. As we said, normally he gets and runs for nice yardage. Here, the exact opposite.
Dude, it won't let me call a fucking timeout. Yeah, GM almost ran on the field and called a fucking timeout.
They get him down for a
see, won't let me
double-digit
call a
loss.
timeout. What the fuck?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Oh, fuck
It's
me.
complete to Williams.
You guys have got to be fucking shitting
into
me.
the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the
like, I
final
just
minute
can't.
of the
I can't.
half.
I don't understand it.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Working from the gun, Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one.
You should have some. Whoever's the go route, go to him.
To throw, it's Manning. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Shotgun now for Manning. He's got his target. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Manning to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to
there
think
goes a
about,
waste of
a lot
timeout.
of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Manning to throw once more.
Oh shit! Are you
And
kidding
he's
me?
caught. He's
Again?
gonna have the first down and
With
then
the last
some.
fucking second touchdown?
Carolina. Puka Nacua in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
What are these defenses doing, man?
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I think we get the ball.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
There you go.
And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Vikings trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
I think McCarthy's injured.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, we just don't have an answer on D, so usually it means it's going to be a long day.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
call
we have
this
a
one
chance.
over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
I think there's going to have to be some like fluke, sack fumble, interception.
And he'll take it up past
something,
the
because we just
25
can't
to the
stop. For whatever
26-yard
reason,
line.
we cannot stop
So
offenses
now out
like
comes
this.
this offense led by
It's
the
just
quarterback
clockwork.
as they take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline
There you go.
impossible. You
There you
keep
go.
turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
For a second there, I was going to say, dude, why do you have to run to the only fucking defender?
It's a
You can
Panthers
juke
first
him, you
down,
can run away
17
from him,
yards
you ran
on the
straight
play.
to him.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
What can I do? I think I need to do something on defense.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession.
I mean, there's nothing to really do here. But here, maybe. I don't know. I mean, come on, Moss. Let's see if you can do anything. See if you can help this team out.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion.
Okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Third and 20.
Now on third and long, they'll
Please
look to
don't do
throw.
it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after
All right,
3 plays.
if we can get a
I
drive,
have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that
Score a
drive started,
touchdown, it's a
they
wholly
had 6
totally
points that
different
they
game.
were thinking about.
Now Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Dude, shut the fuck
This
up.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
One interception was a
They'll
fluke.
start on the ground here on 1st down.
Lucky
Able to break
fucking
through that
tip.
initial
Right to him.
contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Manning. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throwing is Manning. Going to be taken
field
in
goal.
here by Nakua. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Manning.
That makes zero sense, man. And why can't our defenders do that?
2nd down.
Well, what is it about the play calling?
Again, it's Manning. Got a man. That's Liggett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Please keep gaining yards.
To throw is Manning.
Oh, my God.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They will start this drive with Ford. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Klein. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here is 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
Nice.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the
They
defense
almost looked like they
there?
were ready
forced
for
them to
that
throw that
audible.
one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Titans punter.
They're giving us
As he'll
chances.
punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Panthers offense and Puka Nakua ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, that's not good.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 66 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Manning now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Marte Mapu, and the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Out come the Titans now. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2nd and 9 now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Ward. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
Nope.
Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
We just play it out. We're only down
From
11
the gun,
right now.
It's Manning. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there, he hits the
I hate those fucking
target.
last second. I'm going to throw to the sideline.
Inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
I'm sorry, is this not a home game right now?
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
See, we just shoot ourselves in the foot.
Now Manning.
And there's this.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
You know, I guarantee you someone was open with all those DBs blitzing.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now.
I wonder if I should take someone out.
Here's 3rd and 9. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
I'm sorry.
He will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third.
Oh man, it's not gonna let. It glitched out.
Conversion.
Okay, there we go.
Start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward.
How do you not stop that, bro?
It's Klein.
Fuck you.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just fuck you. How do you not deflect that shit?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
If they run up your fucking ass, it better not, bro.
They'll look to throw again.
Get him, get him. Thank you.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a
right.
Panther sack.
Let's not wait till the last fucking 3 minutes.
And it also brings up 4.
Let's do something now.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On now is the Titans punter
injured.
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fights loose. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's go.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Manning gonna throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Is it just me, or could he have cut it outside and gotten a 1st down?
Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Manning. And he will find his man on the outside. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Manning. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Ward. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Tennessee.
They run with 4. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Ward. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Did we get it?
But it looks like one of the DBs has
Yes, we did.
His guys
Talk
are
about
get
the fluke play we needed.
their own 47-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
I wonder if that would do anything.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
At the Titans' 24-yard line.
Now Manning again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard.
That's another thing. Jatavian Sanders hasn't done shit this game.
Yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw, it's Manning. They'll set up the screen to
Come
Taylor.
on, bro. Block
And
that
now they're
guy.
inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Manning. Eluding the pressure right.
Get in.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robert Woods, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football.
Make it easier.
But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
They're going to try and run.
Oh, shit.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, what do we do?
And the
What do we
lead
do?
is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
I say we kick it off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
He's going to get this one out quicker, bro.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Oh, delay a game. Yeah, bro, there's a timer.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Stop this fucking run, baby.
This is Ford.
Oh,
he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Come on, D. Brown, this is you.
3rd and 1.
They run it. This is you.
On both sides.
Okay, no, someone, dude, please, please.
Operating from the gun. Moore.
Oh, he's doing that. Oh. Oh my God.
Would it be safe to say that
oh
as precise as
All right,
routes are
last
supposed
chance,
to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Watch that fucking that read option.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Come on, guys. I'm paying you guys money to do this shit right here.
He's going to get it again. Shit. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over
interior
what to do
guys.
next.
This is you. Linebackers, this is you. Stop it.
Again,
stop it, bro.
And he is going to
how could you not
Titans
fucking
first
stop
down,
it sooner?
And that
game's
should
fucking
just
over
about
now.
do it. And they will take a knee here.
I better hope there's a fumble.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Don't worry, guys. Game's over. Damn it.
Still second down.
Oh. 3 fucking interceptions.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
How is that possible? Almost 80% completion. Why? Oh, dude. That's because I have the mod, so hopefully other players in the league aren't getting fucking upgraded left and right. Alright, no injuries, so that's good news. Oh wait, so wait a second. So yeah, we'll get... Yeah, so we'll have Moten off this week. Next week he'll be back for the Jags. So if there's any silver lining here, it's that Titans aren't in the conference. And who knows, maybe it'll prompt a players only meeting. That would be nice. So we should do well against these two teams. This one. And maybe even this one, I don't know. I mean, these teams, we could play all these teams here. So, sucks. I'm gonna try something here. Not on this stream here, but. Is this players only meeting? No? I would say not throwing interceptions. This is stupid. Three fucking interceptions, man. All right. Oh, that'll cover it this week, and next one I'll probably do a quick one on just going over the roster for the bye week and what I'm. Oh, I could just skip that bullshit. There's not much to report. Yep. All right. Till next one.